So the mid-season patch notes are out, and honestly, there's not a lot of legend changes. Really, it's just like bug fixes and small quality of life changes. And here is a Mirage buff that a lot of players might have missed in the patch notes, which is actually a really good buff to Mirage's tactical. Now, it isn't seen directly as a buff, it's seen as a quality of life improvement, but for Mirage decoys, they've improved issues against terrain that would cause destruction slash floating. So sometimes your Mirage decoys would just bump into a rock and they disappear, and it just made his decoy completely useless. And if any of your decoys are still destroyed by terrain in that way, you will now be refunded. So if you're using your tactical and the decoy just explodes for no reason, you'll get the tactical back, which is really nice. And also, they've improved the decoys themselves to correctly copy the ADS state of the player. So if you're aiming at someone, the decoys will also do the same. It's going to be harder to tell which the real Mirage is. At the same time, they also will no longer mimic reviving or execution animations. Let's say you pop your ultimate or your tactical to distract an enemy while you revive your teammate. It made it really obvious when the decoy itself started reviving the air. So some nice Mirage buffs to go with it. And like I said, these patch notes are pretty lackluster. Not a lot of changes. I assume most big changes are coming in Season 20, as we aren't getting a new legend then, so we're going to have to wait a bit more for that. But is there any Mirage mains watching? And hopefully we see even more buffs to Mirage in the future, because I know he is a legend that the devs do want to take a look at.